Hello everybody, welcome back to episode 10 of Worldwide Rush African Start. The last time I had some comments that I missed a couple countries, and one of them is the Maldives. Here, if I can just get that, there we go. So we're going to start by unlocking this, and Mali, okay, that makes sense. That is, I believe, the capital, or at least the biggest city in the Maldives. So Mali wants to go to Admennagar, and it's 1600, so let's go with 340 Express and put two of them on. So three altogether. And then Malé wants to go to Surat, which is basically just a little bit farther away. So we'll put three planes on that, not trains. Trains in the ocean would not work so good, I don't think. And then it was mentioned I miss Brunei. There we are. It's a little bit easier to click on. Bandar Seri Begawan. Wow, that's quite the name. So we'll add in our managers. And we really haven't done a whole lot with hub managers either. So we're going to have to, once we get our countries, we're going to go back and start doing more. So Leo Egg, and that is going to be, I think, a 340 Express. We'll do that nicely. 1, 2, 3. And then they want to go to a Tambag, and that's 1500. So basically the same airplane. There we go. So that's that. Now, I had promised we're going to go to Australia, so let's do so. And what did they give it? Karatha. Well, that's definitely not what I expected them to give us in Australia. Like I say, they have some interesting... Wish I could talk to the developers and see if it's got to be random. So Dili is the first one, and these are going to be all airplane ones for now. And let's see. Oops. Actually, Karatha to Bandar Seri Begawan. So that one's just under 3,000. So we're going to have to go with, looks like the AR 500, which is kind of overkill, but we need the distance, right? Okay, so that's Australia. Tasmania's part of that. What do we have over here? New Zealand. Okay, what did we start there? Auckland. Okay, that one makes sense. Manager, expand. Okay, Auckland wants to go to Leh, and this is a really far one, under 5,000. So probably this Air 900L, 67 million for that plane. That's crazy. And then I guess all these Pacific ones probably are going to be big kilometers. So this one's even more. We'll have to go with the Stratus, I guess. 129 million for that one. Oof, man. Goodness gracious. Okay, New Caledonia. Apparently that's included with one of those other ones. So Solomon Islands on the area. We'll add that in. Put our hub manager. We could probably let this play while we're doing this. Aniera wants to go to Leh. Okay, that one's okay then. See, no, we don't want to go back up. We're way too far down. There we go. And then also it wants to go to Dili. Okay, that one's a little long. So is it this one? 4,000. Will the 500 do it? No, I guess it doesn't. Okay, we'll have to go with this one then. There we go. We'll put two planes. So that's 780. I don't think we've used that yet. Vanuatu. So Luganville, also kind of a surprising choice of city. So Luganville wants to go to Honiara. So we could just go with Old Nimbus on this one. 1, 2, 3. And then Luganville wants to go to Leh, which is a little bit further away, but not ridiculous. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna keep clicking instead of just using my scroll on my mouse. So the 500 Aramera, we'll just go 2 of that. Now, do we have anything up here? Federated States of Micronesia. Palikir, put our hub manager in, and Palikir wants to go to Aniera, which should be 340 Express territory, and they also want to go to Leh, which is also doable with the 340 Express. Okay, so that's Micronesia. And then, okay, that's considered the United States. We'll leave that for now. What else do we have? Fiji. Oh, well, I clicked on Fiji. Oh, okay, here. Suva. So we're going to put our manager down. Now, Suva wants to go to Luganville, which we can actually do a Nimbus on this. And Suva wants to go to Auckland, which is just a little bit farther. It's probably going to need, yeah, the 500. There we go. So that's Fiji. Now, we could do Samoa. Samoa itself. There we go. So no doubt it wants to go to Fiji. Yep. So we can do the 230 Nimbus. 1, 3. Which I guess is actually, it's always one more than what I say. I'm adding planes in, but really it's kind of one more than that total. So we'll have to go with the Air 500 to go to Luganville. There we go. Now, anything there? Tonga. Okay, where is Tonga's capital city? Nuku Alofa. Now, it'll be interesting to see where they want to go. Nuku Alofa wants to go to Suva, which is actually pretty close. Not bad at all. Especially we're talking the biggest ocean in the world here. Can you imagine living on a island in the middle of the ocean? That'd be cool in one sense, but freaky in another sense, wouldn't it? Okay, so we got Fiji, Vanuatu we did. Kiribati. Now this one's pretty far away. Let's see, where is the South Tarawa? Kiribati is like way over by Hawaii, honestly. So let's see where they want to go. They want to go to Luganville, which is just under 2,000. So 340 Express will do nicely. Then they also want to do Halkir, which is also just under 2,000. So 340 Express for that also. So that's Kiribati. Is there anything here? No. Just kind of tiny oceans or tiny islands. United States. This is way up by Russia. Is there anything else down here? What about way over here? Kind of in the middle of nowhere. French Polynesia, maybe? Oh, I guess that maybe fell under... that must have fell under France because... and that's probably what happened with New Caledonia, too. So Port Hedland. I know I had seen that somewhere in Port Hedland. Okay, what's added in this way then? Port Hedland, and they want to go to Karatha, which is very close. So, okay, there we are. So we could do a halty, and we'll build a road. How about that? There we go. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll zoom in a bit here. They want to go to Dili, which is under 2,000. So we could do the 340 Express. There we go. Now, I see we got some overcrowding happening here. Let's see. Chiang Mai, Mandalay. So they want to go to Mandalay. Let's pause this for a second. Chiang Mai wants to go to Mandalay. And it says they don't have a thing yet. So let's put a halty down. There we go. Now also, I think that wasn't the only problem. Okay, Vientiane has a direct path. Let's see. Buy a vehicle. Why is that? Oh, what? Why can't we do the plus sign? That's weird why we can't do the plus sign. Now there was an update, so maybe that's part of it. So that should help us go to Vientiane, Georgetown. So Chiang Mai wants to go to Georgetown, so we may as well do that because that's going to be a problem later anyways. Georgetown is at the tip of this. Okay, let's just go airplane. How about that? There we go. Put 2 planes down. So Vaduz has a direct connection to Stuttgart. Oh my goodness, that is a horrible. Let's see, how do we... There used to be an upgrade button. Ooh, I don't know if I like this. I'm not sure. I like this new setup here. What in the world? Okay, how's a direct path? I want to upgrade this. So I got a tier 2. What's that button there do? Okay. Does this let me... Okay, this lets me upgrade. Is that like an unlock type thing? Interesting. Okay. Hopefully that works. That's weird. I don't like that I have to do that. Lubumbashi, Kolwezi probably has a sucky. Yeah. Let's bump this up to a halty. And for some reason I have to keep doing that, which is dumb. I'll have to look into that, see if there's a better way, because that kind of doesn't seem like a great way of doing things. So Lubumbashi is doing decently. Everywhere else. Pokhara, having a problem going to Guma. And, okay, so select or deselect all. Now this one doesn't say. There, we'll put a couple more planes in and we should be okay. Now, is there anything else we missed? There's probably bound to be something. Can you click on these? No. This. No, that's nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing. Anything like further over? No. Not so far. That's Chile. What about this guy? That's Easter Island is Chile? I didn't realize that. Ecuador is over there. French Polynesia, we established we have that. This, I don't know what it's part of. Hawaii is part of the States. Let's look in at Chiang Mai. Okay, let's go down again and see. I'm not sure why that one's having a problem, honestly. So that leaves us with 1.3 billion. What we could do is come over here and do South America. I think we'll do that. And I'm sure these are going to be very expensive. So Antofagasta. And let's see, what can we do here? Where is it? All right, there it is right there. So it wants to go to, by the looks of it, Africa. So it wants to go to Kifa, 7,800. So that is going to be a 990 Aramera. And we're not going to put like 4 of them on for sure. So let's see, where else does it want to go? It wants to go to Lome, which will also have to be the same kind of thing. That's expensive. Argentina. Let's click on that. So Posadas wouldn't be the city I would have thought of, you know. You'd think Buenos Aires would be the first one. So Posadas, is that over here by the border somewhere? Sometimes it's fun just trying to figure out where the city is, you know. All right, well, let's do it this way. Posadas. And they want to go to Antofagasta. And we can do probably the 340. Unless, you know what, let's click on a Halti and see what the road situation would be like here. Oh, it's way over there. But you know what? I kind of do want a crisscross road though. So let's build a road. 1, 2, 3, put 4 buses down. So this is way over by way over in the central area. So once we go to Kenema, so this is going to have to be a pretty good airplane to get way over there. The Stratus, I guess. There, I'll put that down. So Narva's overcrowded. Vadso has a direct path. Probably. Okay, so it just needs a couple more planes. Is probably what the issue is. There we go. Now, that helped. We're down to 508 million. We might have to go with like a smaller country. How about Uruguay? Uruguay, Rivera. Where is... Oh, it's way up here on the Brazilian border. Okay, Rivera. Gonna need a hub there for sure. Put a Mandarin. So I wonder... It's probably gonna want to go to that other place, Posadas. Okay, let's definitely put a Halti on this. And we'll build a road. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Actually, the roads go. It's kind of funny how it can build a road through another country. Sort of odd. You would think maybe that's not a possibility, but 340 for this guy, I think. There we go. Now, Paraguay. 18 million. We can do that. And I believe we did just get another city that just opened up back in probably Asia. Pedro Juan Caballero. And this one's also right on the Brazilian border. Let's go Halti. We'll build a road. 1, 2, 3. Then we'll go Pedro Juan Caballero to Rivera, which let's go the 230 Nimbus. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now, Aksu is overcrowded. Oh, that's the new city. That's fine. Hub manager. Okay. So, Aksu. Where is it? Aksu. Sometimes it's kind of hard to figure out where these things are. Merobeshi. Oh, it's pretty close. Okay. So we could go to the Halti, build a road. 3. And also, where else is it? Oh, Bachang just opened up, which is not that far away. So Yarkand, I'd say we go Halti for that too. Great. 1, 2. So Bachang. So China's really getting lots of cities. I mean, it's going to be crazy probably soon. Bachang wants to go to Maralbeshi. Makes sense. We'll go with the Halti. Build ourselves a road. There we go. Now, where else does Bachang want to go to? Aksu. Okay, that's perfect. We'll throw a couple buses down. Now, so Aksu, press off. The Bresin. A little crowded. Okay, number 1. We have a horrible bus. Wonder, someone mentioned maybe the manager's going behind me and doing stuff. It's very possible because it doesn't make sense otherwise. So Mandalay, the Chiang Mai, which I thought we just did this in reverse a while ago. Let's leave that. Maybe. Okay, well, let's go into this and see. Is there something we can do that'll make this go faster? Higher city levels needed. Okay, so we gotta bump up the city itself. Aksu is still overcrowded. It wants to go. Oh, Hotan. Okay, so I wanted that pretty quick. Hotan. Can we do a bus? Maybe the bus thing is like, are they backing up behind each other maybe? So I believe we did all these new cities. We can get rid of them. So we still have 412 million. We come over here to South America. Brazil is quite expensive. Could go Bolivia. Let's do that. This will probably be the last one we'll do for this month because I don't want to overdo it and run out of money in case I need to put like a real expensive airplane down. Now, where is the city in Bolivia? Okay, there it is. Perfect. St. Ignatius of Velasco. And they want to go to San Juan, to Celebreo. We could build a road. That's like a really long bus ride. I know there's better ways of doing that, but I just really like roads. Okay, this one's a little bit farther. Let's see. If we build a road here, it'll be 1,600. Okay, let's go with that. I can live with that. I like roads. So Chisinau is very busy. Okay, Chisinau, the Bird Yanks. Okay, we gotta upgrade that. There we go. And let's throw a couple more buses down, which should help things. And it did. So last month we had 293. We need to hit 500,000 to go to the Intermodal Empire. And we're not going to hit that for a bit, I don't think. We're just going to have to wait and see what else comes up. All right, we have a new city there, Pekanbaru. Let's go look at that in Indonesia. Pekanbaru. So let's start a new route. Pekanbaru. They want to go to Medan. Which, can we go Halti? We can. Then we'll build a road. 1, 2, 3. Then Pekanbaru wants to go to Padang. Sedempuan, which is actually pretty close, really. It's not that bad. So we'll go with that. That's perfect. So Silvet is not doing so good to Mandalay. Okay, so I would say we need to... So we could go this buy a vehicle, but it's just... it's longer, right? It's too bad you got to click that extra button to, like, copy what you had. So now over to Novi Sad to Vienna. They need to go there, and it's clearly there is no path. Let's see, Vienna right there. Let's go Nimbus on this one. One there, we'll have 3 of them. And Novi Sax wants to go to Ostrava as well. Ostrava, that one's pretty close, honestly. But just for fun, let's go the 230 Nimbus. Okay, is there any other ones there? Krakow is not the greatest. Oh, that just suddenly got better. Ostrava is gonna be better now they have extra planes. Debrecen. Let's see, maybe our bus just, wow, what in the world? I think there's something to that the manager must be able to like back off the buses or something. I wonder. That must be what's happening because I was not putting level 1 buses down. So that sort of doesn't make sense, honestly. And they also want to go to Tirana. So Tirana. Okay, so we have buy a vehicle. Nimbus. Have another Nimbus. So Novi Sax is doing really bad. Really bad. It seems like they're suddenly quite busy. To Vienna. I'm not really sure why they can't send out more planes. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, Frankfurt, Luxembourg. Okay, we can do that. So add city Luxembourg over there. Select the vehicle. Let's go with the Halti. We'll build a road. Create. There we go. Now Yamaguchi. This will be over in, I believe, Japan. So we'll add in our managers here. We're getting down to 300 million, so we're not sitting super great for money. Fukuoka. Can we put a Halti here? Oh. The Halti is now gone. It's a Tian. Oh no, it's way down there. Sorry. Okay. Oh, it did. It built the bridge. Okay. There we go. Now Yamaguchi. Busan. Okay, we'll select the vehicle. We'll go with the Nimbus. There we go. Now Sylhet is overcrowded. Still having a problem getting the Mandalay. So last city destination can change to a new random one if its fulfillment is below 30. Okay, maybe that's what's happening. You know, maybe we should click on one of these and upgrade it. Maybe that's something we should do. There, we'll upgrade 2 of them to 390s. In fact, let's upgrade all of them. And then that way maybe that'll help out. And it kind of looks like it did. So we're at 27. We could go Peru maybe. So Peru, Iquitos. Also kind of a funny choice of city. Now where is Iquitos? You see it anywhere there? Is it by the border? Okay, there it is. Perfect. Now Iquitos wants to go to Antofagasta. And I think we'll do this by plane. AR-500. And we'll put 3 of them down. Now Iquitos. Next wants to go to St. Ignatius of Velasco. That's pretty far away. I don't think we really want to do that by bus quite yet. There we go. So now we got Peru. So we sort of have most of the western edge of South America. Could do Ecuador, because we're getting pretty close to the end of the month anyway. So let's go and do Ecuador. Quito. Okay, Quito makes sense. I believe that is the capital of Ecuador, I think. So Quito, where did they want to go? They want to go to Iquitos. So we could do a Halti on that. We'll build a, you know what? That's really bad. That roads wouldn't be good, actually. Let's go a 340 Express. And maybe down the road we'll be able to get a road of some type. So then we're going to need 500, AR 500 for this one. There. So that's our new city of Quito. We could probably bump this up a little bit. And Frankfurt's overcrowded again. Okay, we can look at that. Frankfurt, the Stuttgart. I thought we had that. All right, let's do this. I think one of my commenters is right on that. I think maybe the manager is like moving stuff around somehow and getting rid of routes. It must be something like that. Okay, we just flipped over the month and we didn't really gain that much money. We only gained like less than 900 million. So let's go down to Abuja. And we already have a thing there. Let's see what's the problem. Calabar. Says it has a direct path. Let's see. Buy a vehicle. We'll go a halty. Buy a vehicle. We'll get another halty. Then Krasnodar. It's having a problem getting to Novorossiysk. Let's see. The bus is really not a good bus. Need to go up to halty. And then we can... There we go. 3 buses after we upgraded. And Jaffna is having a hard time getting that Mednagar. So let's buy a vehicle. 340. See if that helps a bit. Now, what else are they struggling with? Georgetown. Says they have a direct path. Water taxi. Okay, let's see. Does it have to... Wait. Georgetown. That's really far. Okay, let's just do it brand new. Okay, Georgetown, 2200. So we would have to go with an AR 500, right? Yeah, let's do that. There, that should help. Then Pyeongchang. Having a hard time getting to Busan. And let's go to 340s. See if that'll help out. And Kenema is having a hard time getting the Nazare Kore. And probably because these vehicles are horrible. So let's upgrade that to a halty. Let's upgrade this guy to a halty. Buy a vehicle, we'll get another halty. And in fact, let's just throw a 4th one down. Now we are in trust in all these places. New city is available. Bull. Okay. This is going to be in China. So Bull is pretty far up there, really. It's not super close to anything. Samaral Beshi. Let's see what kind of road the halty's going to want if I go on that. It'll be 1,500 kilometers. Okay, so yeah, that's not going to work. Let's see. Let's go with the 340 Express. There. And then Bull. It also wants to go to Korea, which is what, way down here? Okay, so we could go Nimbus on that maybe. There we go. So I think that should get most of our overcrowding situation under control. We just press play a little bit, see where we're at. Kenema's overcrowded. I think we dealt with that. That should be just a matter of time. Okay, way over to South America. Probably would have been quicker to go the other direction. So if we go Colombia, Cucaya, way up on the Venezuelan border. Okay, hub manager, perfect. So Cucata wants to go to Iquitos. So let's see what that would be as far as a road. Well, yeah, let's do it. It's pretty long though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put 5 buses on that total. So Kukata also wants to go to Quito, which is a lot closer. We'll put 3 on that. And then I see pupil is overcrowded. Ozy check. Let's see. Okay, number 1, the bus somehow downgraded itself. Here, we'll get rid of that. Kenema, the dairy quarry. I think we already fixed that, didn't we? Yeah, it should be just a matter of them working their way through. Okay, so way over here again. Let's maybe we'll keep doing all these smaller ones. Ciudad Guiana. And then we'll maybe save Brazil for the end if we have money, which I don't know that we will actually. So Ciudad Guiana wants to go to Cucata. If we did a halty on that, build a road. 1, 2, 3. That was a real expensive road. And then Ciudad Guiana wants to go to Iquitos, which is, yeah, a little far. So let's go 340 Express. There we go. Now Guyana, Georgetown. Okay, that one makes sense. So we'll click on Georgetown, put a hub down. Georgetown wants to go to Ciudad Guyana. So let's definitely build a road there. Oh my goodness. What? Okay, no. Let's not have more than one route on that. Or one bus. Wow, that's horrible. I don't know what's with that. 1, 2, 3. All right, we'll put 4 planes. That is so bad. Like, I guess they didn't want to go through the jungle. So Kukata, we'll go with the 340 on this one. There we go. Now Suriname, we'll just keep Paramaribo. Okay, that makes sense. I guess I get to decide what makes sense and what doesn't, you know. Like I'm some kind of expert on geography. So if I go halty here, okay, that road makes a lot more sense. So Paramaribo wants to go to Ciudad Guiana. I think we'll just go the Nimbus on this. 230 Nimbus. 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. So we don't need those new cities anymore. French Guiana got moving when we clicked on France, I believe, because it's part of France. All right, let's go Brazil. Boom. Now, Pueo Pessoa. Getting our manager down. Definitely not what I expected. So they want to go to Paramaribo. Can we even do a road? Oh, wow. That road's going to be 7,000 kilometers. Okay, yeah, definitely not going to do a road. So where's our 340 Express? Right there. Oh, it's not enough. 390 Express? Nope, that's not enough either. AR 500. Okay, we'll do that. And then what else did they want? They want to... That was... Okay, Pedro, Juan, Caballero. Can we do a smaller airplane? Not really. We're also stuck with the 500. Put 2 of them. Okay, now. So that's all of South America. And then we'll do the Caribbean next month. So Lida is overcrowded. Sao Tome. So Lida to Barcelona. Okay, number 1, we should upgrade this. Okay. So Lida. Okay, I must spell that wrong. Lida. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, there we go. So they want to go to Sao Tome, which is really far, unfortunately. So a Stratus would just wipe me out money-wise. So we're going to have to wait on that. Is there anything else that they need? They need the Brazzaville and Gitega. Lie to the London, lie to the London. So lie to the Barcelona is how some of these people are moving. So let's look at that. Lie to the Barcelona. Okay, so we can buy a vehicle. Let's put another one down. And then lie to the London. Maybe we can bump that up. And buy a vehicle. A70. Ooh, that's really not very good. Okay. So, new city is Natal. Natal, hub manager. So Natal is going to want to go right next door for sure. Wow, Pessoa. So that we can put a halty on that. Just got to go up a bit. Build a road. Okay, that road makes sense. 1, 2, 3. So Natal wants to go to Paramaribo, which is pretty far. Just for fun, I'm curious what a road would look through there. Road would be 7,000. So, oh, it's going way down there. All right, so definitely that's not going to work. We'll go with, oh, we need a bigger plane. So we'd need an Air 500. Okay, there we go. So COVID is overcrowded. Car can. COVID to car can. All right. 1,200. We could probably go a Nimbus because they're somewhat cheap. Shaman wants to go to Kandahar. And my bus is horrible. Like, why is the bus so bad? Anyways. Kumazi wants to go to Porto Novo. And okay, if we just upgrade this a bit. Template, we could upgrade that also. Surely that'll help. And then Limerick wants to go to Porto, has a direct path. So maybe it just needs buy a vehicle, the A300. Let's put an A340. So we literally have 4 different airplanes on that one route. It's kind of funny. And then this place that I could never possibly say. Let's go to Mumbai. So let's go template. Make that bigger. 1, 2, 3. Right. That should help. Raya. He wants to go to Missouri. Okay, this one's probably going to be tough. Missouri. How far down the list is that? There we go. Oh, my goodness gracious. Is that ever... Yeah, no, we don't have... No, I'm sorry, that's not going to work. Okay, Hotan wants to go to Guma. That's probably doable. Hotan to Guma. There we go. And let's get rid of these other things here. So we could definitely do a halty if we can find it. There it is, way down there. Great. There we go. Valencia wants to go to Porto. Valencia to Porto. 732. Let's go with the cheap airplane because we're kind of running out of money. Praia, Kumazi, Lida is still overcrowded. But the problem is it wants to go like 5,000 kilometers for Sao Tome and also for Brazzaville and Gitega. They're all kind of doing the same thing. So going to Barcelona, it's not doing so good. We could check in and see this salty. We can make it better. Probably what the problem is the Barcelona to Africa route. Port of Masai, Uja, Sao Tome right there. That's probably what it is. We probably just don't have enough money to do it. A water taxi. Oh, okay. That's definitely part of it, for sure. Yeah, that's probably really far. That's probably what the deal is. So we're going to have to just let this play out. We'll just have to leave it be till we get some money to take care of it all. Look at that. Look at all that overcrowding. That's crazy, eh? So Kumazi, got 24 minutes left. All right, there we go. Now we can deal with it. So now we got 2 billion. So that should be Pristina, Podgorica. You know what? Actually, let's just stop right here. We'll end the video right here now that we did South America. And then the next video, I'll clean up all this stuff here and we'll push into the Caribbean. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. Come back and watch another great video of Viking Me Gaming.